Hey, welcome to the channel. I'm Ben, and this is my Honda XR650L Adventure Build bike, and that's my dad on my old Teneré 700, which I built and sold to him a few years back. We're currently headed north to ride some of the best trails in the state, and since there's more than an hour of pavement between us and the dirt, we're going to swap and compare these two very different machines on the way. First on the highway. Start when we hit the red pavement here.
Sure.
Just roll it. Ready? Go. And then on some beautiful curvy back roads.
This thing still, even with this 14-tooth sprocket, I'm always wondering if I have another gear, and it seems like anytime I check, I always do.
But first, since we're bringing the XR, we have to stop and fill up its incredibly small fuel tank. Don't run me down there, Camry.
I'm going in the sunshine, it's warmer. I really should find out if I do need to put premium in this thing.
Oh wait, now you're over there.
Oh, you want me back up?
No, that's fine. I've got a, what, 2.3 gallon tank? Or is that the DRZ4S? I've got too many bikes now, I don't know. 2 point something gallons, not enough for our whole adventure here, especially if we're starting out with 43 miles. So I'll get some 91 in here, and I've been getting everything from, I guess that was a lot of off-roading, but I think everywhere from like 30 miles of the gallon to 50 miles of the gallon with this bike. It's really a kind of a highly fluctuating stat for this machine. And everybody tells me to put one of those goofy plastic tanks on here, but I just can't quite take this beautiful metal tank off.
No, I wouldn't either. Yeah, I was getting kind of crummy mileage on the way back from Montana. I mean, it wasn't crummy, but it was not as good as what I expected.
Yeah.
And then when I got home, I don't even know why I checked it, but I checked the tire pressure, and I lost about 10 pounds on that trip.
Really?
In both tires.
Wow, that's super weird.
I know. You'd think it'd be time, not miles, you know?
Yeah, that is kind of odd.
We're switching now?
Yeah. I'll pull up alongside you here. I've got something for you.
Uh-oh.
Can you guys guess what it is?
I think I figured it out, but I won't say it. It is.
I probably could have checked my mileage. Whoops. I suppose I still could.
It's a tank bag.
It's a tank bag, yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, that'll be nice.
I asked Rocky Mountain to send me one of the new ones. So both mine are the same on the XR and the DR builds. And then I can give my old, slightly used one to you. The straps are in there, so we can get it put on quick if you like.
I think I sold a couple of two tracks on the way to Montana.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah. One guy was on a Teneré. What was his name? He's going to watch.
Oh, you talked to him in person?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I see.
Was it Joe? Oh, I can't believe I don't remember. Somebody's waiting for us.
Are they? Oh, yeah, he is in there.
Where does that go? Right around there, huh?
Yeah, down in there somewhere.
There we go.
Got her.
This is the same one I took to Montana.
Yeah. Yeah, did you figure that out, that you just have to take the two straps off and then you can slide it to the side, or the one strap off, then you slide it to the side when you fill up?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Yeah, I guess you could, it looks like you got it far enough back that you might not have to do that.
Ugh.
Yeah, so I don't remember the last time you were on that, but I think it's, since the last time we compared these two, it's been lowered, and it's got the full windshield on the rally dash, which was not there before. Oh boy, I always forget how far away the front tire and bars feel.
Oh.
Getting off of either that bike or the DR. This thing just feels like you're riding a limousine or something. Then there's so much bike out there, it's so weird. Which is hilarious, because how long did I own this bike for? I guess you've put more miles on it than I have now, right?
Oh, yeah.
I think you figured that out. Oh, of course you have now, especially after your second trip.
16,000. It's on it 5 years.
What? How many years?
I bought it from you with 5,000.
Oh, I thought you said something about 5 years. I was like, man, I don't think it's been that long, has it? Could be. Goes fast. Oh boy, that's a weird bike to get on. Motors always feel so strange.
You're looking through this windshield, huh?
I look over it.
Oh.
You sit a little bit further forward or hunched down more than I do.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a nice map on here.
Yeah, it's a slightly smaller screen than yours, huh? Or slightly bigger screen, I mean.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. A lot easier to read.
Oh, and I got the hand warmers are on that. The seat heater's not though.
Oh, that's all right.
But if you want seat heat, we can turn that on too. The Teneré doesn't come with that, huh?
Yeah.
Huh, I got a fancier adventure bike than you. Look at that. In that respect. Yeah, boy, the XR, especially on the highway, especially with the 14 tooth, always surprises me how smooth it feels. But then I get on this and I realize that smooth is a relative term on a thumper.
This thing's pretty jumpy in the wind, huh?
Yeah, this certainly feels a lot smoother. It's definitely a bike. Yeah, I was running in 4th gear too, now we're in 5th. And unlike the XR, this has got a 6th. How does it feel to you, the motor? Stressed or not?
It's too garbled now. I can't hear it when we start going faster.
I can tell you from sitting on this one, I would much rather ride this for an extended period of time on the freeway. As nice as that bike is turning out, it's always going to be a dual sport. It's never going to be a parallel twin. Definitely in the much better seat today. And speaking of seats, this one actually feels pretty comfy still. Although it is low version of the Seat Concept seat, so it's not super great on super long rides, like Jerry found out when he took this bike out west the first time. But he said with his seat cover that he got was a lot better. What's up?
I don't really feel that much more in my legs either, you know?
Yeah, it really does do a pretty good job of protecting you, because it's got those scoops that stick out that are supposed to scoop air into the motor to cool it down, but they also block it from your legs. I still think this thing probably provides you with a bit more protection, especially if you're riding in the rain or the extreme or even moderate cold. But I think the windshield itself is still, provides a much better pocket. I've got to go pretty far to get any air, but if I sit up straight, I can still get enough to kind of cool myself down a little bit. Shoots down my neck a little.
Yeah, I learned on my trip that the Teneré is a lot better than the Versys when it's like 95 degrees.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Because I was riding in 95 and I'm like, God, last time I was doing this, I was on the Versys, and man, I was dying. I finally took my coat off. On the Teneré, I'm riding at 95, not with my mesh coat on, but my regular bike coat. And I was really fine. I was really surprised.
Wow. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, and he does have a taller and wider windshield on here that he actually cut down, and it works perfectly on here. I love the wind protection on this. It is nice that, like you said, you can get a little bit of air if you need it, but it definitely blocks the wind today when you kind of hunker down behind it. And I think it's going to be a high of 60. It's probably somewhere near there now. I think this thing definitely feels a lot more solid than the XR does. I mean, there's really no kind of weird loose shimmy feeling when you're shuffling around on the bike or having to make lane changes, where the XR, it feels better, I think, with the wind protection. Although actually all the wind protection that's on it now, especially that windshield in that high position, I feel like almost does make it feel a little bit squirrely or something.
We got to get over it.
Yeah. How do you think that feels on the highway? Does it feel squirrely?
It's good, you know. You can feel you're on a lighter bike and it jumps around a little bit, but no, the wind protection's fine.
Yeah, it's not terrible, but it is, I think, something to be aware of, especially if you're used to a bike like this and you hop on that. It's not going to feel near as solid.
I'd probably cut a half an inch off the windshield, but other than that, it's great.
Yeah, and we could drop it down too. That's the adjustable one, and it's in the highest position. But yeah, I think things definitely are quieter on here, which is probably why he's having a hard time hearing me. Because even with all that wind protection, you still get a little bit of air and noise moving around, where this bike is just much quieter. So if you're looking for something for really long adventures, or you're going to spend a lot of time at high speeds, then I think something like this is a much better option. But the XR can still do it if you're looking for something that weighs over 100 pounds less. I think this is 460 without all of the mods that are on it, like the crash protection, which certainly adds some weight, where that bike, without any mods, it's like 346 or something like that. All depends what you're looking to do. You want to get off in Brokaw and switch?
Okay.
pull off here. Ooh, yeah, those brakes are pretty good. I wonder if this bike would stop faster than that one would. I almost think it might. Oh, I don't miss having a bag back there.
Ooh. Here we go.
Well, what'd you think?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't mind it at all. It was fun.
Yeah.
I'm just not used to the getting jerked around a little bit by the wind.
I think that's partially just because that windshield is so tall. You end up with so much attached to the bars that it just kind of... Yeah, so that's the one thing that I don't like about it, but it certainly does add some nice wind protection.
Yeah,
and I mean, if this is, what you're looking for...
It's manageable. I mean, it's not like a...
Right, yeah, I think it's something that you should definitely know about before you do it and be ready for it and, get some practice with it before you head out on a big trip to make sure it's going to work for you.
Sure.
But, I mean, as far as actual wind protection goes, I mean, I think it does a pretty darn good job. And it's nice that you can adjust it pretty easily. I'm going to leave it up in the highest position because that's where I like it for highway, but you just twist those and then it'll move down to there.
Oh, yeah.
So that's quite a bit. And you can add some spacers that'll actually go even lower, but then it covers up the headlight, which I don't like.
Yeah,
But
that's pretty cool.
yeah, it was, I think, kind of the missing piece that really made it a lot more comfortable because as much as having lower body wind protection is good, this always shot it right at my helmet, and I just...
oh, did it? Oh.
Yeah, it wouldn't bother me until I was riding it for a long period of time, and then it just really would kind of wear on me.
So this piece was made to go on this piece?
Yes, yeah. Yeah, they're all from... It's all from Hemisphere Off-Road.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's where the majority of this stuff is, the bash plate and the side covers and stuff.
Sure.
You want to do a little 0 to 60 up the hill there?
Sure.
I guess up the hill is sort of a weird one, but we can test out the torque.
Okay.
Gonna start when we hit the red pavement here.
Sure.
Just roll it. Ready? Go. Wow, I'm kind of surprised by that. I didn't think I'd be able to hang in there that well.
Yeah, you did. I think that's the first time I had it up to 9,000 RPM.
Yeah, me too, maybe.
Maybe, huh?
Yeah, I have no idea. Oh, well, I should know, except that my tack that I put on here didn't work. But yeah, it doesn't quite feel like it accelerates like the Teneré, but I mean, it's obviously not too far behind it.
Yeah.
I might have gotten lucky there a little bit, but the T7 certainly is a much smoother ride, but this is surprisingly nice at 70. I mean, this is not I think what most people that don't ride thumpers, or maybe even ones that do, would expect out of this bike on the freeway.
Say again?
I said I think this is better on the highway than what most people would expect.
Oh, yeah, I would say so. I still like the DR a little better, but...
I think that bike definitely has a little bit more power left over at these speeds. But yeah, I mean, this one really is not bad. The foot pegs, I think, are the only thing that I noticed start to bother me a little bit, the vibrations. That's about it.
Yeah, I didn't really feel the vibration. Or at least I don't remember thinking about it.
Yeah, it's noticeable, but it's not terrible. I mean, if you're going to be on it for 8 hours, I'm sure it would be, but...
Not like the 701.
Yeah, no, not quite.
Yeah, this thing, now that I got from that bike to this one, it feels like this one rides like a rock.
Yeah, it is a very solid feeling bike.
Which this one feels more wobbly than, feels wobbly if I just got off my Versus.
Yeah, I suppose that smaller front tire on the Versus helps that a bit. And just the lower profile, too. That bike's heavier, too, isn't it, right? Versus is like 600 pounds?
550 pounds.
Yeah, so that's a pretty hefty bike, even compared to the Teneré.
And the Suzuki V-Strom 1050 DE, that's 552.
Yeah, that's a heavy bike. That's what Jerry's looking at next, to replace the Versus.
Everyone I find has got to be 3 hours, 4 hours away. I'm always like, golly. I rode 2 hours to look at one in South Bend down in the lower part of the state. And I checked the website before I left. The bike was still there. I got there. They sold it like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Thank you.
Yeah. So you still have not seen one in person then, right?
No, I have not. And I'll probably throw my leg over it and decide I don't want two bikes that tall. That's why I'd kind of like to get the XT, which is actually lower than this one. But I don't think they make them anymore. I'm not sure. I think they replaced them with the DE.
Well, we could always lower the DE. For as much as I was talking the Teneré up, getting back on this really is not that really a disappointment at all. I mean, it's a change, but I guess we're only doing 65 indicated on the dash now, but I don't know. I mean, there's some vibrations here and there, but it is a thumper.
No, I think it's fine.
Yeah.
I wouldn't take it out west, but...
No, but for what we're doing today, I think it works just fine.
I don't know how Itchy Boost does it on that single cylinder 600 or whatever. I think it's a 600.
Yeah.
That's just crazy. But I think a lot of days she just puts on, she'll say 400 kilometers, so what is that? Less than 300 miles, I think.
Probably, yeah.
So just little days like that, I guess it's all right.
Yeah, my guess is I'll be pretty wore out by the end of the day, but I haven't been riding enough, and I think if you ride every day, you probably get a little bit more accustomed to it. Your body's ready for it, you know. I think maybe even just the 5 miles an hour less from 70 down to 65 makes this feel so much nicer, because I think the pegs don't move as much. Of course, the Waypoint tires on here, and really the two tracks on the Teneré, make both of these bikes feel a bit smoother than they would if they had something like D-Sports or a D-Sport and a Pirelli MT21 like Jason's bike has. They do also last a bit longer, but they're not quite as good off-road then. Hopefully still manageable though, otherwise we'll end up on our side. Yeah, this is no 701, but it gets up and goes enough.
Oh, yeah. What a camper. Jeez. Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
Yeah. I still can't believe that this bike held in that well compared to yours.
Yeah, it did.
That surprises me. I mean, I guess I always knew this bike was fairly quick, but I don't know, the Teneré just always seems like it has so much power and so much takeoff, which I mean it does, but I guess this bike does too. I think at 70 miles an hour, even at 60 though, I think you would have a lot more takeoff power yet and a lot more passing power, where I think this bike kind of chokes then.
And you geared that up one?
Smaller sprocket on the front.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it has a bit more torque then, or I mean, well, not more torque, but it has more power down low. But that's where I think once you hit 60 miles an hour, I think you definitely pull away. Where this thing trying to pass people on the highway, you notice that you're kind of wringing its neck to get it to do it. But it's still doable.
Yeah, it is surprising since this thing's got almost twice the horsepower.
Yeah, but a couple hundred more, 150 or so more pounds probably.
Oh yeah?
Something like that, yeah, maybe not quite that much, but with the mods and stuff, I would guess at least 120.
This road always seems so much longer than it is.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Why? I have no idea. There's stuff to look at.
Yeah?
I don't know.
Just a big stretch and not much, I guess. Like, nice scenery, but
Yeah. Well, I got to get back to Copper Harbor next year. I haven't been there in 2 years now.
oh no. Maybe I'll finally get my stuff together. We can go.
Do you plan on going to B?
What?
Going to B?
Going to what?
Highway B.
Highway B. Oh, yeah, we can do that.
Or is there a better way?
No, that's, I think, kind of what I was planning on. Then we can just hit the trail and head back south.
Okay.
Yeah, this doesn't quite feel like that bike when you're going around the corners and stuff and trying to drop a gear, but there's still some go there. It still makes it fun. Better than the KLR was, for sure. Kind of somewhere in between that bike and the Teneré, I suppose. But 100 pounds lighter.
There you go.
Yeah, actually, you mentioned the horsepower being almost double. I meant to look up the some dyno data on that one to see what it actually makes at the rear wheel. I'm not really 100% sure that I've ever even seen those numbers, or that DirtRider.com has them. For this bike, DirtRider.com's dyno showed like 34 point something horsepower, almost 35 at the wheel. That bike, I would guess, is probably somewhere around 60-ish at the wheel, because I think claimed horsepower is like 65, right?
70 to 73.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, that's all I've ever seen on it.
All right.
I realize it might be less, but
That's the claimed horsepower for the motor, right? Not at the wheel?
oh, don't know.
That'd be my guess.
Oh, maybe this gas station isn't gone. Looks like, I don't know what it looks like. Yeah, it looks like they're redoing it, huh?
Yeah, seems that way.
Wow, they closed it down for a long time. Well, maybe somebody else bought it.
Yeah, I suppose that's true, yeah.
Can't believe you couldn't make a living on gas there. It's, you know,
No, you don't have too many other options, do you?
not really. Eagle River, I think, is it. Rhinelander is the next one.
Oh, I forgot to reset my trip. Did you reset yours when we filled up?
No.
No? Oh, no. Oh, well. I'm sure I got it on camera. I guess I'll figure it out from there. I do have like 1.5 liters of water and my tool roll on my back, but I'm starting to feel, I don't know, almost like I wish my bars were a little bit closer to me, which kind of surprises me, but really not feeling too bad. Butt feels maybe a little bit sore, but not so bad. How about you?
No, not at all.
This thing still, even with this 14-tooth sprocket, I'm always wondering if I have another gear, and it seems like anytime I check, I always do.
Yeah, I tried to shift when we were on the highway, and I thought I was at the top gear, but then when I came down the ramp, I wasn't so sure anymore.
Yeah, it is kind of hard to tell because it'll still move up a little bit. It just doesn't click into another gear. But yeah, I would say a 14-tooth sprocket is the way to go on this bike. I mean, unless you're going to be doing a lot of highway riding, which if that's the case and that's what your plan is for this bike, I would probably look at something else. But it can certainly do it, surprisingly well.
Yeah, when I took this to Montana, I keep wondering if I should do it, but you know, I do. If the speed limit's 75, I do 75, and if the speed limit's 80, I do 75.
Yeah.
And it's under 6,000 RPM, so you know, it doesn't cause any discomfort or anything. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I know it isn't too hard to switch it over, but
yeah, I suppose I've never really looked at it on that bike, but most bikes are pretty quick to do. Well, you do have to adjust the rear. You have to adjust your chain slack then, though, too. It's not usually as simple as just swapping the front, but
sure.
if you're going on a trip or something, it might be worth it. And same deal with this bike. And this bike, I've actually just got a quick clip on that you just pull off, and I've been told that it's not really good for everyday use, but I don't know. I don't really see a problem with it personally. Definitely don't take that as professional advice because it's certainly not. I'm a content creator, not a mechanic, but it's been working so far for me. I do kind of feel myself sliding down the seat towards the front a little bit, but it's really not that bad.
No?
By the end of the day, I'm sure it'll bother me a little bit more, but no, I think probably not quite as comfortable as I would have been on the Gen 1 the Gen 2 or the Gen 3 KLR. But I mean, this is pretty darn close, and if you want something that's lighter, has the same horsepower as the KLR, but is faster because it's 120 pounds less or whatever, I mean, this is a pretty hard bike to beat. And I think if you're looking for all that, you want something lighter that can go further off-road, feels a little bit faster. I mean, I think personally, for me anyways, the lack of comfort, or the difference in comfort between a KLR and this, I mean, I don't think it's really worth it. I do feel like I get a little bit more burned out on these bikes, on this the DR, on really long rides, but that might just be more so that I'm just not putting enough miles on to, build up my muscles and my tolerance for it, where I used to ride the KLR up here once a week. Now I do it once every couple months. But if you're not looking for something lighter, if you're looking for something that's just comfy and can carry 6 gallons of gas, well, then the KLR is a pretty easy decision to make. Or, if you don't mind spending a couple thousand more, the Teneré is also a good option. But it is harder, I think, to ride off-road. It requires more skill and definitely some good clutch control and balance, which we'll see in a bit here. Well, we picked a good day for a ride.
Oh yeah,
Beautiful.
very good.
Yeah, what a beautiful day. Creator's handiwork is pretty amazing. Now we got some curbs.
Yo, yo.
What do you want to do? Ride this road for a while, or do you want to get off here and head south on the trails?
Well, we can get off wherever.
Doesn't really matter to me. I don't care.
No, it's fine.
So as we head off into the beautiful fall colors on the trails here, we'll wrap up today's video. If you enjoyed it and you want to make sure you see the next off-road comparison, make sure you're subscribed. If you'd like to learn more about these builds or the gear that we're using, I always have bike build playlists and affiliate links that help support my content down below in either the top pinned comment or in the video's description. Until next time, take care, stay safe, stay swanky, and get out there and enjoy this beautiful planet any chance you get. We'll catch you on the next one.